Hello everyone, my name is Vitesh Malhotra and I am a third year BTech CSE student in Bennett University, and we have a course named Seminar on Special Topics in Emerging, in which I am being supervised by Dr. Rajendra, and I have chosen the topic of my blockchain startup to be explained in this video under the course. And moving on, we must first talk about the university itself, which is a Times India Group University placed in Greater Noida, and they have several emerging opportunities in UG programs like BBA, BGMC, BTech itself in many programs like CSE, Mechanical and Biotech. I am a student of the CSE department and I thank them for this wonderful opportunity that I can present this video to you all. Getting back to the topic of my blockchain startup, blockchain is an emerging field that is intriguing the whole tech world right now. The future possibilities of blockchain are immense right now. Nobody can think what blockchain can do and what all the future applications can there be. It has a lot of potential to it right now. So my mindset that a startup on this field will have a product scope in the market for a very long run, and the targeted audience will also increase due to the new adaptability to this technology. Now, to understand this topic, my startup very deeply, we first will see what blockchain is and everything. Then we'll move on to the startup slowly. Move on to the next slide. We have the index here. So we will be discussing what blockchain is, what is the working of the blockchain, how blockchain works. Then we will be studying some components of blockchain like smart contracts, ledgers, and everything. Then the most intriguing part of blockchain, that is being the application of the blockchain, is the NFTs. The NFTs is taking the whole world right now. Like everybody is crazy about NFTs right now, even if they know what NFTs is what it is or not. But NFTs is a very common topic to discuss about right now. So we'll surely discuss about what NFTs are. We will see why there is so much hype of NFTs and what are the uses of NFTs, like why NFTs are being in talk so much right now. Then we'll start to see what my startup is, what my startup is all about, the problem statement that we are solving in this real world right now with our startup, with our product, and what solution we are offering, and is there a better solution to be offered in future as well. What is the aim of the startup, like what we aim at the end, and then we will conclude this video with an offering that what we have learned, we will see that also. So by the end of the video, I think we must have an idea what blockchain is all about, like a basics of blockchain and how it works. Talking about what blockchain is, we first see that it came into the existence in October 2008 when Bitcoin was introduced. That is the most hyped coin that I know, and it is valued around 36 lakh right now. That is a lot. So blockchain was introduced with Bitcoin, and as the name suggests, blockchain is basically a peer-to-peer connection, which is eliminating the middleware in the network, and it is a continuous chain of computers that possess information among them in a decentralized way. Rather than being a centralized system, blockchain is a decentralized system, which makes it a better space to work. It has several components to it that is given in the diagram here, which are the blocks, the ledgers, the transactions, the smart contracts that are being written to carry out those transactions. These are the things that we'll be looking forward to understand the working of the blockchain and why blockchain is so hyped right now. So moving on to the next. To understand the working of blockchain, we first need to understand some basic terms that are related to blockchain, like ledger, blocks, and smart contract. So basically, a ledger stores the current state of the business, and as blockchain we discussed earlier is a decentralized system, then it acts as a public ledger to all the computers storing data in the chain. So every computer that is connected end to end, peer to peer, without any middleware with them, is acting a public ledger to the other. They are storing some data in an encrypted form, and these computers that are storing some encrypted data, a piece of information is stored in them, are termed as blocks. So these blocks are chained together to contain the blockchain. That is a very basic understanding to blocks and ledger in this. So if user transactions are added to block at the end, that is the basics. Like if a new transaction is to be made, then that block will be added to the end of the chain, not the start or not in the middle. That is just not to disturb the chain itself. And talking about smart contracts at the end, they are basically simply just programs that are stored on blockchain and that run when predetermined conditions are met. So basically, if we say that so and so conditions are met and this transaction has to be made, then smart contract will be activated and that transaction will be made. So they are used to automate the execution of an agreement. So no manual work is required afterwards. The smart contract has been written and deployed on the blockchain. This basically reduces manpower, and it is easier for everyone to keep a transaction record that how the flow is happening. That is why these terms are to be first understood before getting into the depth of the blockchain. Moving on to the next, like the smart contracts, we must now discuss more detailed analogy of smart contracts and how these work. So smart contracts work in a very simple way. If and when statements are being written in the program. So the statements are written into the code on a blockchain and they are deployed on blockchain. A network of computers execute the action when predetermined conditions have been met and verified. So these actions could include releasing funds to an appropriate partner, registering a vehicle, sending notification or issuing a ticket. You can think of a program that can do anything, and smart contract code can be written for that on a blockchain to execute that program automatically. So no manual work is required on that. That means that the transaction cannot be changed and only parties who have been granted permission can see the results. This is the most important part in smart contracts, I believe, because if you see that if the parties that are only allowed, that are granted the permission can only see the contract, or are getting the gain of that contract, then this is a very secure thing. As the middleware will also know that it's just a peer-to-peer connection in decentralized system, so it's a very secure thing, and it means that the transaction cannot be changed and there is no scope of error from any side, that if the transaction has been done there can be no disparity afterwards that somebody has changed the transaction limits or anything like that. That is also a thing that is making smart contracts and blockchain a very crucial thing right now. Now talking about NFTs, the non-fungible token. So non-fungibility is more or less that it is unique and it cannot be replaced with something else, and they are one of its kind. So they have a value, they assign a value to themselves because of their uniquity. And NFTs specifically in crypto, in the world of cryptocurrency, NFTs can be termed as a digital asset that represents a real world object like art, maybe something music, something related to games items, or something related to any video that someone has. So that file stores an extra information that elevates it above pure currency. Like it is not something very easy that you go to an ATM and you buy an NFT, but you have to trade it for the value that the designer or the owner of that NFT has decided. So the uniqueness of that NFT, that is making the value go higher and higher when you trade that NFT in this real world. And as a result, the NFTs has become a collectible digital asset right now, and they hold value just like how physical value does. So if someone is not interested in buying a painting and hanging it to its home wall, they can buy an NFT of that painting and store it in their digital wallet and trade it for some higher value, or maybe hold that for showcasing their friends that they have a digital asset like this. Talking more about NFTs, NFT is a digital asset, like people are collecting them and trading them as an investment opportunity. So it's like if the NFTs in this crypto world are unique digital assets. So if I'm owning one and I bought it, for example, 1 ETH, then I'll be selling it for 1.5 if you want to own it from me. Like I am the owner of that NFT right now, and if you are more fond of an art than me, then you have to buy it for a better price that I gave for that specific NFT. Also, a a branding strategy for NFTs would be to make a memento out of it and immortalize stuff. Like there's a player who is now being stopped to play, like he's not playing anymore, he's being retired. Then there can be an NFT made of that player, the career of the player, the matches that he has played, to just make a memento out of his career. And the fans of that player, specifically to the sport or anything, will collect that NFT and will trade them, or maybe keep them with in their digital wallets, just to immortalize the expertise that they have seen in that player. So that is why I think NFTs are having a moment among artists, gamers, and brands all across the world. Like people are trying to explore all the possible outcomes that they can get out of NFTs, like what all the uses of NFTs can be. Now, I think you all must be wondering then how you can buy these NFTs. So currently there are platforms to purchase NFTs like OpenSeas, Super Rare, NFT Gateways, Rarible, and NFT Showroom. OpenSeas and Rarible are like the most common heard names that everybody must have heard if they are interested in buying NFTs, or follow NFTs, Bored Ape and everything. So most marketplaces currently use the Ethereum network to power their transactions. Ethereum network is kind of a blockchain network, one of its kind. So yeah, and you need Ethereum's native token Ether to buy an NFT. So if you want to buy an NFT, you need an Ether in your digital wallet. You will also need to set up a crypto wallet, the digital wallet I was talking about, compatible with Ethereum. A crypto wallet is a digital address where you can store cryptocurrency. So what you have to do is you have to choose the marketplace out of any of these or any other, if you know, where you have to buy those NFT that you want. Connect your wallet to the marketplace. Most marketplaces have an auction system up to the purchase of the NFTs. Like if you want, so specifically you want to buy any of these NFTs, then you have to put up a bid that I supposedly I will be giving 1.2 ETH for this. Then there would be someone who will be giving, so the highest bid wins, like the normal bidding system works. But there are some who have listed their NFTs on a specific price, so you pay that specific price by your Ethereum wallet and you're good to go. You'll get the NFT in your digital wallet. But the thing is, here you will have to be paying a transaction fees that is not very good. Like there is a lot of transaction fee involved while you are purchasing the NFT, which pinches the pocket of the user. So this was the problem that I faced personally when I was buying an NFT, like the hassle that I had to go through to create the wallet, to add ETH to it. Then I had to pay a lot of gas fee for getting an NFT that I just wanted to showcase to my friends as a, collectible. So that is the thing that intrigued me to launch my startup. That was the HyperClub. It's currently live right now, and you guys can check it out on hyperclub.com. So HyperClub is a platform for investors, supporters, and collectors inside you. It focuses on building creator economy. A platform for someone who is fond of NFTs but does not want to get into the hustle of crypto wires. Believe me, I am one of them. I am surely one of them. I want to buy the NFT simply by using INR, and that's what HyperClub is aiming to do. It's the next social revolution right now. I'm rooting for it, that it is the social revolution. Think of it like previously I showed you in the slide that you have to, do those steps to get an NFT in your digital wallet. But I'll tell you that you have to just pay using your UPI ID or basically your credit card or debit card, whatever payment method you like, and you will get your NFTs. Then the range, the targeting audience of this NFT would grow a lot. I mean, by a very significant amount. The problem statement, as we discussed earlier, like what I think everybody is facing right now, is to set up the crypto wallet, then converting the fiat into your Ethereum, then bidding, waiting for that bid. That is something, the public is not very fond of, and they are not ready to get into the hustle to get a digital asset that they are fond of, or they are just keeping it to their wallets for, showing their friends and everyone. So we thought of making a solution out of it, and we know that NFTs can change the world in ways nobody has imagined. So through our platform, this technology, we will be accessing a lot more of audience that what is right now investing into the NFT technology. We believe that the impact will not only be limited to specific groups of people, and we could further translate the pride of various institutions and even with the country as a whole, placing us in direct standards with the world. So if NFTs are not right now very famous in India, we want to make NFTs that fun because the market of India is unexplored in the space of NFTs. We are trying to make the NFTs accessible to all specified and secure way, very, very secure way. So we are working towards that. And as discussed earlier, for the market opportunity, let's not forget that 700 million Indian users on the internet are yet to be adapted to NFTs, the system of NFTs. They maybe know about NFTs and are not ready to get into the hassle of transacting fiat to ETH or any other crypto and buying NFTs. They just want a simpler solution. So that is why we are here to offer that simple solution to buy NFTs from INR. And it's not just a marketplace where you can buy NFT. There's an opportunity in that you can be a creator and create your own NFT and sell it in INR. So the reach of the creators will also increase if they are selling a digital asset on our platform. You can brand your digital assets on various social platforms where the creator is already in business, and that can lead to a new market opening for the creator itself. And the business model also is very, very simplified, like 10% platform fees of the transaction, and the royalty of the NFT would vary from 1 to 5% depending on the creator. And B2B payments, so like consultation, collaborations, integrations, we are open to everything. We can have in-house ads. So the business model of the startup is also very, very clear. And at the end, I would like to conclude that I think everybody now who has been with me in this video has a better understanding of what blockchain is and what my startup on related to blockchain is all about. So many startups including mine, are hoping to refine those problems that are being made complex by other means in the blockchain world right now. So I think that this must help the world in a better way. As we have discussed all the topics very briefly in this video, if you want to get a some more understanding about the same topic, you can check out these links that I'll be dropping down in the description, and there's also the link to my startup's website. You can check that out and feel free to give any suggestions if you want, and make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.